However, it is that smoke that is the biggest concern tonight. We don't know exactly what's in it, but we have heard from experts that are not particularly encouraging about what kind of toxins are being put into the air. Then there's the long-term impacts that will be felt for days, weeks, months, years on environmentally sensitive areas. We have the Elkhorn Slough very close to this facility, which everybody would agree is a sensitive environmental area.
Dr. Stephen Prager from Salinas Valley Health is joining us now by the phone. Thank you very much for taking the time. And I know the information that we have is limited, but your specialty is immunology and asthma. I think, obviously, Doc, you know, the biggest concern is not only particulate matter, but the biggest concern is toxic particulate matter. What do you think people should be doing now that could be affected by this?
Hello, Dan and Aaron. Yes, I'm a physician at Central Coast Allergy and Asthma, and we treat patients with chronic lung diseases, including primarily asthma, but also COPD. We have two things to deal with here. One is just the regular smoke from the fire, and that's going to irritate anyone's nose and lungs, and especially troubling for those with asthma, COPD, and other chronic lung diseases. Children, elderly are especially susceptible to these type of fires. But here we're dealing with a chemical fire. Probably I don't really know exactly what's in the air, and I'm not sure anyone else does. And these chemical fires at low concentrations can make anyone's eyes, nose hurt. At higher concentrations, it can become hard to breathe, and they're going to affect everybody, not just those with chronic lung disease. Where we really start to worry, though, is when they're exposed to the really high concentrations of these chemicals. This can permanently scar the lungs and cause, life-threatening breathing problems. So we want to be very careful out there.
And we want to be clear, we have no reason at this point to believe that anyone is being exposed to those high concentrations. I just want to make that clear.
Correct.
But it's the threat, you know, that is the concern that you have to deal with, because if you have a patient come into your office, you have to assess exposure and, the potential damage from whatever they breathe in.
Right. Absolutely correct. We don't know how much, if any, chemicals are in the air right now and whether they're going to affect anyone. But, we're better safe than sorry. The more you protect your lungs and your body, the better. And I think the recommendations, if they say that you're in an area that's affected, you need to close your windows and doors, stay indoors, and, you don't want the outdoor air coming in, so you do need to turn off those air systems.
And Dr. Prager, it's Aaron. Again, thank you for spending some time with us and sort of helping us sort out this information. Because a lot of people out there are certainly worried. And I do want to talk a little bit about the lungs, because as resilient as they are, they can be pretty sensitive as well. And that long term, as you said, better safe than sorry.
Absolutely. Our lungs they're resilient, but they don't regrow. So we're basically given one set of lungs, and we want to be as protective of them as we can.
Dr. Prager, on that protection approach, the perfect scenario is a respirator. And we don't know. Obviously, remember, we went through COVID, right? And so N95 superior to just a standard mask. Respirator superior to N95. Am I correct? If you have any opportunity to be exposed in any way to this, would you recommend somebody to be wearing an N95?
N95s are designed to keep biological materials out of your airways. We're talking about chemicals here, so I think they would help, but chlorine gas, fluoride gas, these gas particles are much smaller, and they probably would go through a mask, at least to some extent. I think the masks may help, but without a full respirator, I would be very cautious out there.
So basically, your advice is, if you can, if you have the ability, just be better safe than sorry and get out of harm's way.
Protect those lungs. Stay indoors. Keep those windows, doors closed. Yes. And if they tell you to evacuate, get out of there.
Yeah. Dr. Prager, thank you so much. We appreciate your time.